What's up, everybody? I'm meteorologist Andrea Myers, bringing you guys your daily hail forecast, sponsored as always by C3 Group, Merlin Law Group, American Contractor, and Atlas. If you guys want to go ahead and check out the good work they do, they're linked in the description to this video. It's good to be back with you guys. We've got a lot to talk about today and a little to talk about today at the same time. So we're going to go over our top weather stories yesterday, as well as our top pick for events that happened last week. Starting out with that and then going into the risk for today, it is a low-end risk for the Ohio Valley and the Northeast, but a risk nonetheless. Spoiler alert, it's going to be a quiet week, but we'll get into all of that and going into our climate cast as well at the end of this, talking about those temperature chances as well as rain chances, since a lot of us have been just lingering in that heat and that drought. So we're going to cover all of that. While we do our forecast, if you guys have any suggestions for like graphics or information that you want to see in these future forecast videos, go ahead and drop those in the comments for us. We're trying to get some new inventory for you guys to kind of jazz up what we talk about here. So go ahead and drop those in the comments for us. Going into our upcoming events first, the only one of those right now is going to be the Thunder Road Race for Recovery, but this is an awesome event, guys. This is going to be at the Dallas Karting Complex in Dallas on October 19th. You get to race fast go-karts, which is awesome. We did this as a team bonding event a year or two ago, and it was so much fun. So if you guys haven't raced before, or if you have and you want to get back out there, come see us at the Thunder Road Race for Recovery. And it's a charity event. The proceeds go to Roofers in Recovery. So not only is it going to be a good time, but it's also going to a good cause. So check that out if you guys are interested. Then into our top weather story for last week. So this one was last Thursday. Waterspout moved onto land, became a tornado. That can happen. Waterspouts are basically just water tornadoes, so as soon as it crosses onto land, that's what it's classified as. So this was in Smith Island, Maryland. This waterspout moved onto shore and was ranked an EF1, up to 110-mile-an-hour winds. Last Thursday, flipped some boats, unfortunately, damaged some structures, so it definitely, left an impact on the island there, caused over 50,000 power outages as well. So, this was kind of crazy. You don't often see waterspouts coming on shore and doing that kind of thing. So, that was our top headline for last week. And again, that was on Thursday the 4th. So, and you can check out that map as well. So for yesterday's storm reports, it was just going to be a scattering across the nation of some wind and hail here and there. Not a ton of severe activity for most of us. Most notably was going to be up in New Hampshire here. Got a scattering of some quarters up through, again, New Hampshire and Maine border area, and then some sub-severe wind moving through Massachusetts and Boston area. Then off into Colorado. So Denver, good news, bad news. You did get hail, but it was sub-severe. So, it's something at least, but it did fall below quarter size. Now for severe hail just to the west of Lamar, Colorado, we did get some severe hail through there, up to golf balls in size, passing through the eastern part of the state. But as for any population towards Denver and Pueblo, not a whole lot of severe activity, but we're starting to see little glimpses of things here and there. So cross your fingers, Colorado. Then for right now, it's going to be pretty quiet across most of the north and central states. We got some cloud cover up here through the Midwest and through New England, and that's where we're going to get our risk for the next couple hours here. Got some storms starting to pop up as they move through Buffalo and towards Syracuse, New York. We will get a risk out of this as it continues to intensify as it moves along I-90. Then towards Cleveland, Detroit, we're still waiting on some activity through that area, but it is expected again to intensify as it tracks through. So we could get a couple of gusty winds out of that. Then for the rest of us, going to stay in that darn heat dome here. So 95 degrees in Dallas, 91 in Houston. We got a little pocket of even higher heat through central Oklahoma right now. And then, dropping down into the mid to upper 80s once we get off to the east, and some cooler temperatures up north once we get behind that cool front that's kind of been lingering through the central U.S. for today. So not too pleasant. We've been in that dry heat for what seems like forever. And here's our muggy cast for you guys. Here's what's expected in terms of dew points and how that's going to feel outside. So if you guys have a frowny face, that's going to be very humid temperatures through the area. Denver's just going to be chilling for today. You guys got a smiley for pretty much the whole day. Same with Minneapolis and Sioux City, but once you get out east pretty much towards the Ohio Valley area. It's going to be very humid by 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern, and then moving off towards midnight. It's pretty much going to stay that way. If you guys are up towards Chicago, Topeka, even Oklahoma City, it might dry out just a little bit into, the humid range, but again, that humidity is sticking around for most of us in the east for today. Then into storms, so that all plays a factor here. Our humidity is going to help us out with those storms into the next few hours here. So again, we have that tracking into the Buffalo-Syracuse area. There it goes, intensifying as it moves through. So here we are by 5 p.m. Eastern time. Then we've got these cells that, again, are expected to intensify, making a run here at Detroit, making its way through into the Fort Wayne area by 5 p.m. Eastern. And it continues to show signs of intensification as it tracks southeastward, maintaining that severity. So we're now making a run at Indianapolis by 8:30 Eastern time. Got these starting to fizzle out once they move towards Cleveland, and again starting to fizzle out once we move into Vermont and New Hampshire for our northern end of that risk. But as far as that southern end, we'll still continue to see some gusty winds out of this as it moves towards Cincinnati. Now for hail, not looking as good just because we need those upper level air temperatures to be cold enough to make ice, and right now they are not. So unfortunately looking at mostly a wind risk for today, but any hail that can form is probably going to melt pretty quickly as it falls into those hot temperatures up to the north. So then things fizzle out once they move through into Cincinnati, and then just some scattered showers for the rest of you guys for the overnight hours. So, like I said, no hail to speak of for today, but we do have a wind risk for you guys. If you guys are out in the Ohio Valley as well as the New England area, that's where our risk is going to be centered for today. So, Indianapolis, Detroit, Cleveland, any of you guys could see a low-end chance of severe winds with that line that's going to track through. It's going to be just gusts here and there, not looking at one major system tracking through, so keeping everybody on the low end for those wind gusts, but again, a chance nonetheless. And then once again up into Syracuse and into Albany, a low-end risk for you guys to get some gusty winds as well with that line that's currently tracking through. Any hope for Dallas on Wednesday? Right now, I wish I had better news for you, TJ, but not looking too great for pretty much anybody. For the middle part of the week, it's going to be really quiet. So cross your fingers, though. Something could change. We'll have to keep tracking it, come back tomorrow. And then into tomorrow, speaking of, looking at really scattered storms across most of the nation right now. Again, those upper level heights are just really warm, and so it's hard to get any hail out of this. So looking at mostly super scattered winds for tomorrow. It's hard to pin down one specific area just because of all these storms, but by 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern, again, lots of us will be seeing some thunder showers here and there, maybe a gusty wind or two, but in terms of hail, not really going to see much. So there we go into the overnight hours, clearing off, and then again, no severe hail expected for tomorrow. We'll see if things can start to cool down. We're moving towards autumn, so we'll see if those upper level heights can cool off for us a little bit, and then we'll get that second season starting to surge back up for hail chances, but for right now, we're in the thick of the heat. Here's our 6 to 10 day temperature outlook. If you guys are in the east, you got a low-end chance of being cooler than average for right now, as well as anybody in the southern part of Arizona. So, Phoenix, Flagstaff area, you guys could be cooler than normal for right now. But for the bulk of the country, pretty much once you get west of Chicago, west of Mobile, it's going to be hotter than average, especially for you guys in the Central Plains. So anywhere from Omaha down into Goodland, you guys are probably going to be, you got a good chance of being hotter than average for the next 6 to 10 days. Wish I had better news. I want to get out of this red. I want to get into these blue colors, but right now it is what it is. We're waiting for those summer temperatures to move on. Here's what we have for our precip outlook. Again, if you guys are west of the Rockies, could get a better chance of seeing some rain here and there. That can help us out with that drought. But Oklahoma specifically, you guys are going to stay in those drought conditions, unfortunately, as well as much of the east right now. Looking going to be hot and dry for the next 6 to 10 days. Again, wish I had better news. We're hoping to move back into these greens for precip and back into those blues for temperatures, but we're just going to have to wait a few weeks for those fall conditions to come around. So, cross crossing our fingers. Then last but not least, it's also been really unseasonable in terms of tropical weather. Haven't really had anything to speak of for the past few weeks. That's unusual. But we do have a 5-day outlook for you guys to talk about for today. We've got this disturbance that's just starting to move off of the west coast of Africa right now, and as it tracks off to the east, or as it tracks off to the west, it will have a better chance of formation. So for the next 2 days, probably only like 20%, but as it moves into more favorable conditions out toward the Windward Islands and the central Atlantic, that's when we could start to see things picking up a little bit. So we're going to keep our eye on this. This could form a tropical disturbance in the next 5 days. So we're going to be keeping you up to date on this guy over the next few days, and we'll see if hurricane season picks up, and if not that, then we'll see if severe weather season picks up. You know, we're kind of moving into that transition period where we could get a little bit of both. So keep following us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can hit see first on Facebook so you never miss a live video, and then go follow us on TikTok, guys, and we work hard on our little videos and talking about what we do here at our office. Then if you guys want to get in contact with us, you can call us at 855-334-4245. You can also email us at info@hailtrace.com or check out our website, hailtrace.com, for more details. And we'll keep you updated and advised as always. But for now, I'm meteorologist Andrea Myers. Thanks for watching.